Fierce rapper Eminem, whose own irrelevance has forced him to plead for Donald's attention in sad interviews, plugging his new album, Unlistenable Garbage. That's not its name. It's what critics are calling it. Unlistenable garbage. Anyway, the pudgy sack of soggy potatoes tells New York Magazine that Trump makes his blood boil, especially since Donald is too busy to respond to his last awful rap about Trump. Emmy then revealed that he's prepared to hit back at Trump if he does. Quote, "I'm not going to give any away now, but I've got lines ready if he says something about me." Lines. Isn't that adorable? Oh, Marshall, maybe Trump's a little too busy getting a tax plan passed to be bothered by you. Now, that plan, it's not a perfect bill, but what is? I stand corrected. That's a bill I wouldn't pass up. Pass up.
I got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Got it.
Please stop.
But I'm just glad that we finally got something passed. This bill seemed to suffer from congressional constipation. Unlike Obamacare, which was legislation by laxative. We didn't even have the chance to make it to the bathroom before that thing hit the toilet bowl, and what a mess. Not even any toilet paper. But even more, with this bill, Trump leaves on a high note. Unlike Hillary, a walking low note that lingers like a dog fart in an elevator. And Trump's not done yet. He's got a lot of other things on his plate.
The stock market, as you see, it's at an all-time high. We've already created over 2 million jobs. Unemployment is at a 17-year low. We've cut hundreds and hundreds of regulations. We've unleashed U.S. military might on ISIS. We're restoring immigration enforcement. We're cleaning out towns of those MS-13 gangsters. We'll be building the wall. We have some wonderful prototypes that have been put up. We will get rid of chain migration and the visa lottery program. Obamacare has been repealed in this bill.
Just thought of something, a wall of robot Trumps. So, Marshall, maybe you could learn from Donald Trump. Keep yourself busy. It keeps you from going nuts. And you might have something to fall back on in case the rapping thing doesn't pan out. The sky's the limit with your talent. You could do this.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend.
Yes. Oh! Let us welcome tonight's guest. Well, look who we have here. He's so tough, he makes punching bags cry. Retired Special Forces Master Sergeant Terry Schapper. Yeah. Oh, look at that beard. Like a carving knife that slipped on a banana peel. He's sharp and funny. He's the author of Bigly, Donald Trump in Verse. Executive producer of Kevin Can Wait, Rob Extra Long.
Yeah.
Even the Grinch finds her a bit of a downer. National Review reporter Catherine Timpf. And he puts the actual North Star on top of his Christmas tree. Former bodyguard, my massive sidekick, Tyrus.
Hey.
All right, Terry, I'm worried about Eminem.
Yeah, we all are.
I am worried that he might be the latest celebrity that might break because of Donald Trump. How do you feel about what he's going through right now?
I was never a rap guy.
Yes.
I know I look like one.
Yes, you do.
You know, but I'm not. It's great, though. It's cool to see these guys completely melt down. I mean, I guess, you know, years ago he was kind of on the edge, you know, one of those. Now he's embarrassing himself a lot, and you know, just stop. But this is all great, huh? My mom wishes that Greg Gutfeld was her son.
Yes,
I'm just
true.
letting you know. And we're both mama's boys. I never met Jackie, but I know she's like my mom. This is from my mom. You can open it now or later, but it's really great.
All right, I'll open it now.
Yeah, thanks.
I hope it's nothing embarrassing.
Continue to about Eminem. Yeah, he's. By the way, but here's the thing. It's just, I know it's, I came out here and I saw these unicorns. I was like, damn it. But that thing's name is Fluffy.
Yes.
No lie.
Why?
Because it says it. It's on there. Fluffy. Fluffy McNutter was like perfect. My mom didn't even know that.
You know, it's great. It's that little Captain Bugaboo here. He needed a partner.
And now he has
Now
one.
they can sit together and they can keep each other company.
Merry Christmas from Mom Shap.
Tell her, give her my best.
I will.
Rob, do you have anything for me? Bring anything?
Yeah, I got you these glasses.
Oh, excellent. I love glasses.
Yeah, these are
Give
really
them to
good.
me.
Yeah.
Give me his glasses. I don't care if he can't see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
There you
I
go.
want the
He
glasses.
did offer 'em.
I want the.
I also have
tortoise.
my ID thing.
Made from an actual turtle.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Rob, I'm going to wear these the rest of the show, even if they give me an incredible migraine and end up throwing up. But, Rob, you can comment on a number of things from that brilliant monologue. You have the robot Trump.
Robot Trump.
Which it should be replicated. Like Ronald McDonald. Remember Ronald McDonald was at every McDonald's?
Right.
The robot McDonald?
That actually was not a bad robot Trump, I got to say. I mean,
Yeah.
If you go to the Hall of Presidents, the robots are not that great. That was pretty good. It did look, like, as you pointed out, like they were halfway through the Hillary robot. And
Yes.
like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's true.
Man, we got well, we could just fix that, you know.
They were making the hill just like everybody else.
But they're really creepy, and there's like you can't help but think you're in a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And I heard actually a couple years ago that they had to take the Lincoln robot out for repair, and he wouldn't go.
Oh.
So they had to build a John Wilkes Booth robot that kind of come in. And it's the only way to do it.
I would say too soon, but I don't think any of his relatives are alive.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Well,
no letters
for the
from Lincoln's family. That Rob Long really offends me. Don't have him on the show anymore. Him and Juan Williams.
Do you guys remember
No.
Do you remember the first time you guys went to Disneyland, though, how cool that was?
It was fine.
What was it? You were scared, weren't you?
I got abandoned at Disneyland.
You got abandoned.
Оздоровите новогодние салаты с новым йогуртным соусом для оливье от Простоквашино. У него
And it turned out great, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at you now.
still waiting.
Kat, you're both. You and Eminem are both from Michigan.
He's like, no matter what he does, he's always a little cutie pie, in my opinion.
Really? Yeah. He was really good with women, isn't he?
Cutie pie.
Yeah. Threatens to kill who? How many people has he? How many women?
The great thing about something like cutie pie is I don't really have to defend it.
Oh, really? That's good. That's
true.
Good. Do you have any other deep thoughts, or do you want to stop?
You want to go there?
Yes.
Okay, well, I just can't believe people are mad about the robot animatronic Trump thing.
Okay.
If you're a president, you get that. It's one of the things you get.
Yeah.
You get to live in the White House. You get to pardon turkeys.
Yeah.
You get to have a bunch of strangers blame you for all their personal problems. And you get to have a little talking animatronic thing at Disney, whatever land or world. I don't know the difference because I'm a grown adult.
Barely, I might add.
Thank you.
yes. Tyrus, thoughts on? Well, let's ask you about Eminem because you were Snoop's bodyguard, so I'm sure you ran into Eminem once in a while.
Oh yeah, at the local rap convention.
Yes.
Drank coffee and read poetry. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Here's the thing about the Eminem thing. I think you might be underestimating him just a smidge.
Okay.
Mr. President Trump is very quick to fire back on people when they insult him.
Right.
He would not touch Eminem's comments for a very simple. His base, his younger base, loves Eminem. When Eminem drops an album, it's always platinum, and he's a major player in those terms of things. And I think Donald's doing.
All right.
There's a reason why he doesn't fire back on him.
I don't think Trump is aware of that fact. I don't think he's thinking.
I think he's very smart when it comes to stuff, and it picks his battles, and you'll be like, oh no, he goes after everybody. It's not a fight worth fighting.
I don't think he got a report that says, Mr. President, it says here that Eminem has a strong fan base of under 25-year-olds. I wouldn't tweet. He's going, erase that tweet. He never thinks about his tweet.
But some of the senators and House members with like 15,000 followers drop a diss on him. He's like, bam, your mama.
Yeah.
So I just don't think, like I said, you can say what you want about Eminem, but he is.
You said your mama to
he's a
Eminem,
phenomenal.
he'd agree.
Well, it depends which album.
Yes, that's true.
Depends which album.
But he's a little bit chicken here. He's not actually going crazy. He's saying, oh, I'm going to go crazy. He's that guy who leaves the bar and says, hey, he said one more word.
Yeah.
I would have
I'm gonna
really.
kick his butt.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
said one more word. I mean, he didn't, so I get to leave and get in the car, my Prius, and go home. But it's not really.
It's also not brave for someone in the entertainment world to attack Donald Trump.
No, it's the easiest thing in the world.
I mean, they just do that.
Yeah.
As a matter of course. I get what you're saying about his
It's
fan
just
base.
different. He's
Yeah,
not 20 years past his prime like Madonna saying stuff.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is someone who's still relevant
Yeah, that's
now.
true.
I see. I
You have to
disagree
accept that.
completely. I actually
Check his record sales.
I will say that
We're talking about
him. But it's not his fans that are the problem. The fans probably like the early stuff. But he's a textbook example of late entertainment maturity. You spend a lot of time not knowing what's going on in the world because you're too busy engulfed in your career. And then all of a sudden, as you hit, for a rapper, hitting 40 is like hitting 70 or 80. That's why all rappers are now acting. They're all in SVU or CSI or other acronyms. You know, that's what they do.
Where they stand in one place and say, and that's not only it, but he's also been arrested for counterfeit. You know, they just sit.
And
it's
he's
like the
the
day room.
exception to that rule because he's still dropping albums and they're still blowing up every time he.
But they're
drops
dropping with a thud.
Like I said, look at his. I wish you were correct, but it's not. Check his sales.
Somebody likes
Anyway,
I don't have to like him. I don't have to like him. I'm just keeping it real.
When we come back, she's like the Christmas fruitcake nobody wants. Hillary Clinton shows up again and no one asked for it. Daily Show's Song for Women 2017. Talk about having a lot of free time.
Started this year marching hand in hand to show that grabber with the terrible tan.
But everywhere I looked, a lady resisted. Tried to stop Lizzie.
Yes, she persisted.
Young Hillary Clinton, take us home.
What a year for women. It's why we're singing, keeping it feminine. With this mess we've been in.
I have to say, that might be the best thing she's ever done. But it wasn't the only odd place she popped up this week. Saturday Night Live's Pete Davidson shared this photo on Instagram, a tattoo of his hero with the caption, "Thanks for being such a badass and one of the strongest people in the universe." That will age well. Meanwhile, in a completely unrelated story, Hillary Clinton's favorability rating hit a new low this week. According to a poll by Gallup, just 36% of Americans view Hillary Clinton favorably. 36, that's a pretty low bar. For context, this guy's favorable rating is at 37.
Oh my God!
That was right before Jesse Waters cut his hair. Yeah. Hey, Kat, you look at that. You know, I thought that Hillary did a funny thing in there, but it seems like she's muscling into the Me Too movement, which is weird because isn't she the antithesis of sisterhood?
Yeah, well, she's married still to a man who's been accused many times of sexual assault.
Right.
She just kind of hopes people won't notice.
Yeah.
But that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was kind of funny. She's embarrassing, but she's not the most embarrassing woman of the year.
Oh, who is?
Elizabeth Warren.
Yes.
She said her favorite swear word was poop.
Oh, I know.
This is 2017. Women are allowed to say the word now.
Yes,
that's feminism. Say what you mean.
I like poop because is that what's called a palindrome?
Yes.
Thank you. I like palindromes. Sit on a pan, Otis. Anyway. To poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to sit on the pan, Otis. You're going to poop.
Keep going with it.
Stop
All right.
it, Greg. Stop it.
All right,
Just keep
sorry.
ride this to the ground.
I will. Rob.
I don't think we need the blue language anyway.
Yes, that's
You're
true.
talented. You shouldn't
Yes, you
use
should
the
work
language.
blue.
Is that you're saying that because I'm a woman? Because I'll have you know that it's 2017.
Yeah, no, it's because you're a woman.
Rob, you are covered with
Elizabeth
tattoos.
Warren.
I'm. You can underneath the beard is a full. This is actually a tattoo.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you make of anybody getting a political tattoo? What's his face? The dude Nixon.
Yeah.
Has a tattoo.
Roger Stone.
Roger Stone has a tattoo of Nixon on his back.
The good news for Roger Stone is that I think he's 93 years old.
Oh,
so
okay.
That tattoo, it looks the way it's. I mean, they're going to bury him. It's going to look like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Pete Davidson smartly, though, got a tattoo of the young Hillary. So as he ages and gets wrinkled, and it's going to kind of catch up to her, you know. Or this could be one of those weird things where maybe it goes past her if she's still around, you know.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, both Tyrus and Terry, you guys have more tattoos combined.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, nothing. Is he giving tattoos a bad name?
No,
No?
I don't think so. I mean, I've seen some pretty outlandish tattoos.
What's the worst tattoo you ever saw?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not important. That video, by the way, was actually, if you guys watch the video front to back, it's actually pretty funny. It's a pretty good send-up of the whole social justice warrior stuff. And the tattoo, that doesn't really look like Hillary Clinton, though, the tattoo. It's got a weird...
It's the young Hillary, 70s Hillary.
Yeah, but her mouth looks weird. Like, it's when you're going to get a portrait tattoo, it's got to be really good. And
She looked like somebody in the Bangles.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah,
maybe.
Right? The lead singer, cute one.
But with the hair, she looked like one of the lead singers from the B-52s.
A little B-52s.
Maybe more B-52s.
A little bouffanty.
Tyrus, your tattoos have tattoos.
Yes, Greg. Yes, they do. And
yes.
All my tattoos were made of sane, solid decisions with research and my own drawings. But the good thing about the tattoo have a long history of jackass moves, and this is up there. You just got a tattoo of a woman you probably don't know or will ever meet on your arm. You're going to have to explain that to the woman you go home to. Mm-hmm. So let me get this straight. You're going to put Hillary Clinton on your arm, but I'm not on your chest? Like, you've set himself up for a horrible situation. I mean, it's a tattoo. You should never get names of people and stuff like that on you because things change. What if this dude changes? What if he gets super rich and all of a sudden doesn't want to pay a ton of taxes?
Yeah. That's true.
Hard to argue. Hard to argue.
But I go back to what I kind of said in the A block in that brilliant mono.
It was brilliant.
It was. Thank you.
It was brilliant.
Trump waited, well, probably not by choice, but left on a high note on 2017. She doesn't leave. I mean, it's a low note that just seems to stick.
Do you think she's kind of ever gonna like go gently into the night? No.
No.
But what's she gonna do? I mean, what?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, there's really nothing.
Doesn't she have grandkids?
Buy a boat and drink a bunch. Easy.
Yeah.
He's so rich.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I would call like Dole, Romney. You know, like
what
what do you guys do?
What are you guys doing? Yeah. What do you guys? Yeah.
We don't go on TV, and
you guys got a boat?
Write books.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
But she wrote a book.
She did.
Yeah, but it was a book about hanging around.
Yeah.
Well, that's what she's good at.
Write a book called Hide.
So, I mean, do you think she's going to be, let's just wish her well. I hope she lives a nice long, is she going to be, are we going to see her in the news?
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, probably right.
She will be replaced by a Disney robot and no one will notice until like 2093, and people will say, shouldn't she?
Looks good.
She looks pretty good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
All right. I want to be one of those robots. I love robots, and robots
we
love
know
me.
this.
All right, up next, who's more patriotic, the left or the right? If you don't know or won't know, why am I screwing up these teases? Anyway, you're probably an American-hating commie.
A ceasefire is underway in South Sudan amid concerns over how long it will hold. The civil war is now in its 5th year. Tens of thousands of people have been killed and many more are on the brink of starvation. At least 1 million people have fled the country. I'm Marianne Rafferty. Now back to the Greg Gutfeld Show.
We're liable to be tribal. There's a new survey out on American views on patriotism. The good news is the majority of us consider ourselves to be patriotic. The not so good news is we think we're becoming less patriotic as a nation. And the bad news is what we consider to be patriotic falls right down party lines. The survey threw out some brand names and asked people to rate how patriotic those brands were. According to the survey, conservatives' top 5 patriotic brands are the NRA, never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Chick-fil-A, sounds good. The Republican Party, Fox News, oh yes. And the Greg Gutfeld Massage/Book Club. Hobby Lobby. All right, liberals' top 5 were the Democratic Party, the Supreme Court, Planned Parenthood, the NFL, and, of course, the failing New York Times. No crossover whatsoever, and that's a shame. Surely there's something we can all agree is patriotic. That's a proud little chicken. All right. Tasted delicious. Hey, Tyrus, will we ever break from this this kind of tribal lanes that we all take. It seems like it's an evolutionary tactic. We all had to create our own tribes, and we didn't like anybody who was different. And this kind of bleeds now into everything.
Who did they poll?
I don't know.
I mean, for real? NRA is great, but I don't wake up in the morning. Let's see what the NRA is doing this morning.
They probably gave them a list of names.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it just seems. It's not; those things aren't real. Like what you consider patriotic, like the Army, the flag,
yes,
president, our country, good deeds, the Boy Scouts. So I don't fit on those lists. I liked football; that was cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, those when I think about real people, those aren't real things to us. Like they're things that we'll talk about in conversation. But like if they actually asked a real question, I think these surveys are designed to divide. Because if they ask the average person what they did every day, we're all pretty much the same. We all do pretty much the same thing. We take care of our families, we work our jobs, we try to enjoy our friends and try to have some fun when we can. And none of those things are literally up there.
I don't know, though.
Hobby Lobby. Have you ever been to a damn Hobby Lobby?
I love them. I've spent hours in Hobby Lobby until they asked me to leave. Because I never buy anything. I just try things on.
What's wrong with Michael's?
I like Michael's, but there are not a lot of Michael's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about anymore.
It's arts and crafts.
You know what I think, though? It does point out something interesting. Rob, there's a parallel. Like, the NRA is the Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And Hobby Lobby is the NFL.
Right.
And Fox News is, I don't know what, the New York Times.
The
New York Times.
The failing New York Times, I believe.
Right. So it's like it's almost like everything has its antithesis, the yin and yang, if you will.
In a way, but it does feel like people are just like picking things that I like on my side.
Yes.
I mean, there's a Chick-fil-A in Midtown. A few blocks from here, it's filled with people.
There's a line going around outside.
Evil Manhattan. It's filled with the evil Manhattanites sitting there reading their New York Times and eating Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like
blasphemy.
bad.
It is. Yeah. It is. Kat, thoughts?
I like things on both the lists. I love Chick-fil-A. You know, in the morning, they'll let you put pickles on your breakfast sandwich.
That's true.
It's a little slice of heaven. And also, one of my favorite hobbies is to drink beer and stand in front of the TV while an NFL game is on and beg people to pay attention to me.
Oh, that's nice. How's that going?
Still trying it.
Terry, I know you have very negative thoughts about patriotism.
You guys are pretty much clued into that I hate America.
Yeah, you're an American-hating Greek.
He's only dressed like he's ready to go back, but no,
there is.
Fine.
I'm always ready. I'm always ready to go back.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think tribalism, absolutely. That's anthropology. It's always going to be that way. But it's interesting when you look at the list, and that's a good point about it dividing, and it's kind of what we dig. But if you look at those things, the NRA, whether you like it or not, the NRA is much akin to what we were founded on. So is. And Planned Parenthood is not. So I think the stuff that the left finds important or patriotic are not tied in to our early founding and our Constitution.
So it's not necessarily a patriotic.
I don't want to call it patriotic. I don't care, man. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that. That's up to you. For me, by the way, people say dissent is the highest form of patriotism. That's sacrifice is the highest form of patriotism. So the guys, but because you're actually giving up something to maintain. And there's a lot of people who have never been in the military, who've never actually lost a friend, who are consider themselves patriotic, and I believe they are. They love the country, and I don't think the left doesn't love the country, but it's interesting that the institutions they find important were not the ones that were in the beginning. And so,
wait, to be fair,
I've never been to war, but I use the American flag emoji a lot. Is that the same?
Yeah, it is the same.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But to be fair, the only thing in that list
was the NRA.
Well, but that actually was probably part of the founders is the New York Times, the free press.
That's true.
Good point.
No, that's by the way, that's interesting because the New York Times, I totally agree with you. And by the way, the founding fathers hated the press because they were just ruthless to. If you read about the stuff those guys wrote in the 1700s, they were nasty to the politicians. But do we have a free press anymore? This is one of the things we talk about. Like, I don't know what's going on with the tax bill because I can't trust what I read. And I think, so the press, what should be, and no one's objective, we're humans. But like, the reason the New York Times, we joke around and being failed is because I don't believe a lot that I read from them. So where is the free press now? Why is like someone like Judicial Watch demanding to get documents about all this crap with the FBI. Isn't the media supposed to be doing that?
Yes, perhaps. Perhaps indeed. I wish I had an answer for you,
I have
Jared.
I feel like I've been very tangential.
I'm running out of time. You know that Fox News was in the original founding.
Yes.
TV, but
That's true.
It's true. But TV hadn't been
And so was
invented
NFL.
yet.
And so was the
TV
NFL.
had not been invented yet. And they had, okay, we have this idea. It's Fox News, fair and balanced. You got some fun shows, something called The Five. And what do we do? Where do we put it? I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. Then
Fox News, that weird.
Yeah, it was.
F.
No, it was called.
Yes, I could never figure
No,
it
it was.
out.
Are they keeping ET from you and me? This week it was revealed that the Defense Department set up a secret program 10 years ago. That's a decade, Kat. To investigate UFOs, called the Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program. It looked at encounters military pilots had with unknown aircraft, like this one from 2004. Look at it.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
That's a fly inside your cockpit. If you look at it, it's a fly. Just look at it. It's not even...